just going to double check before we get started that I pressed the right button. So I just had a thought.
Of course.
No, because that wouldn't be the first time that I've started.
Oh yeah.
and not press the record button. So every now and then I have a little moment where I'm like, did I press record?
better to think about it.
Yes. What I really need is an assistant there, helping me.
Oh well. Okay.
Yes, that's the dream anyway, to have others helping with this journey rather than doing all this by myself and making little mistakes every now and then.
Yeah, of course. We all do mistakes and
Yes.
I mean, it's not my gallery.
Mm-hmm.
I have to.
Of course, yes.
Size.
Let's make sure we're aware.
But I took as a gallerist for 2 weeks by Gabriel, who is owning it. Nice guy, and I'm really happy to be here in Cannes.
Yes, and you were telling me that this all kind of happened. You found a job here kind of by accident. It all happened very naturally, organic.
Yeah, totally random. Random. Yeah, it was randomness totally. I have this friend in Paris. Sorry, I'm looking for my word sometimes.
That's okay. We'll take our time. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Your English is very good. Like I said, your English is so much better than my French.
Oh.
So,
okay.
So no worry about taking your time.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I must admit I'm a little stressed about it because there is so much I want to say and share with people.
Of course.
I want to think about it all and explain myself well, speak my truth the right way.
Good.
So I have this friend in Paris working in gallery, a really good gallerist, Dasha, and she sent me this message like 2 weeks ago about this this possibility to come in Cannes and work during the festival, and I hadn't worked in gallery before. This is the first time, so it was like kind of a challenge for me. So in a week, I learned how to sell art, learned a little more about art history, about abstract art mostly, learned about the artist to prepare the interview.
Yes.
We made the interview with Gabriel and he told me to come instantly, so I was really happy about it. But yeah, it's kind of a crazy adventure for me, and during the festival, furthermore, crazy.
Yes, it sounds like an amazing adventure that you're on. So tell me a little bit about what you've learned then from that experience, from getting this opportunity. What's your big takeaway?
I think it's kind of, I see it as a sign, I've done a lot of really random things in my life. I've took a lot of different character. I've done a lot of things, work, and recently I have looked inside me and I have give a special attention to be in alignment with my values and to share love and share ideas with people that were sharing my values, and I put a special attention on it. I have the feeling Cannes is one of the random things I do in my life, but for one of the first time, I feel like I'm where I'm meant to be. Yeah.
And how is that feeling for you, finding your place, finding where you're meant to be at this point in your life?
Well, I thought that when I will be for really on my way, I will feel a lot of pressure because you do crazy things with people you weren't dreamed of before, dreamed to meet before, and now I've met them. I work with them, and I thought I will feel a lot of pressure, but I must admit I'm in peace, and that's the craziest part. I thought I would be very afraid and important people, responsibility, but I feel at peace because I think I'm at the right place.
Yes.
And yeah, that's a great feeling.
Yes, when we're in the place that we're meant to be, it's the same as being at home, isn't it? You found your home.
Yeah.
And when you're in your home, you're safe, and you can't feel anything but peace in that environment.
Yeah. Yeah, and joy, and I'm a little euphoric about it. We'll see in some weeks what happened, but
now you've arrived, and for now this is where life has taken you.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about the journey up to here. We was having a little chat before we pressed record about your creative journey.
Yeah.
You wear lots of different hats.
Yeah.
You're an all-round creative. Tell me about some of the things that you do then outside of this art gallery. What makes Sparrow who you are?
Yeah, because of course, with pleasure. One of the most important thing I did this last years was organizing electronic music event, rave basically, and with some friends, friends of I, built a sound system in Copenhagen, bring it in Paris, and we've done like free party with it in Paris. We started like 4 years ago, 5 maybe, and I must admit that was a real crazy experience, and it learned me a lot of things, because I mean we were young, we were like 21, 22. We had this sound system. We had no idea how to organize an event really. None of us were like in the music industry yet. None of us knew really well how to organize an event, and I mean with our little hands and with our friendship with some friend of mine, we organized like big free party, and we had like this crazy experience about it, popping champagne on the crowd, and people were really pleased about our events. We heard like compliments about it for months. It was crazy feeling for us at this time.
Yes.
Yeah. So I started to be really in the music with that, I guess.
How did you find the courage to go into something like that, the event organizing, without having the experience?
Wow. That's interesting. Personally, I'm a really curious guy. So new experience always, I want new experience all the time.
Yes.
I love it. Doing things I never done before. But mostly it's because I had this really beautiful group of friends and we were all like supporting each other at this point. And because of them, because of our groups, we could like put a lot of money and a lot of time and energy and pressure into it. Yeah.
So you mentioned because of your friends as well, and I feel like that seems to me like a real key part for you. Those having the right people around you to do this task, to create this moment.
Always. I mean, maybe some people can, but personally, I can't like live without connecting with people, and mostly like sincere connection, and that's how I touch who I am really, because okay, you can't do beautiful project and you can't like have good experience in life. Personally, I think if you don't have people people we were this okay, how can you say it in English? Sorry, people that are speaking the truth with you, and you can speak the truth with them as well.
Honesty.
If you don't have that, I personally, I don't know how I can do a project, how can I work. I can do it, but it won't be like, it won't bring me to good things. It won't bring me to important and interesting things. So with these friends at this point, we were like really connected. We had the same level of mind. We had the same idea, same, I don't know, same envy about life. So it worked really well, and we had like this, experiences around music, organizing also exhibition and something like that, and it was perfect every time.
And so some people find it really hard to find truth, to find honesty, and especially often with friends. Often we can be with our friends, and that can be a place that's really difficult to go to. So what made it different for you?
Um, I had never. Oh, okay, sometime I had, but most of the time I have no fear about sharing my feelings,
Yes.
about being sad, being angry. No fear about telling how I feel. I have some friends, mostly male friends. I must admit that I have some difficulty to speak about their feelings. Um, I was saying my anyway. Even if they don't talk about theirs, I was telling them about mine, and that's how you create connection. If you don't speak about what you feel, how the connection is made. I mean, so yeah, I show my vulnerability. Oh, there is a important point about it, I think. Um, not having fear about to be vulnerable in front of people, to be sorry, to say sorry, to admit your mistakes and learn from others. Yeah, you have to share feelings. You have um, to accept that sometimes you are vulnerable, and that's the beauty of a human relationship, because the person will help you at this point. And yeah, and friends that didn't help me when I was vulnerable, when I was showing them vulnerability, when they were mocking me or don't understand. I mean, we're not friends anymore today. So
No.
yeah,
No, so you found it, so for them people that it doesn't work with, that the vulnerability doesn't help you or support you,
yeah.
then you've managed to find a way to move on from those people.
To move on, I mean, time do these things, and maybe these people needed someone else at me at this point of their life, and that's how it is. And same for me. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. And also, I must admit, meeting new people is very important.
Yes.
I think having great friends, and I have some, is one of the beautifulest things in the world. Meeting new people is very important.
Yes.
Always meeting, always sharing new ideas, meet new soul and new minds, and it's cool.
I found a real beauty in meeting new people, especially here in Cannes. Been
Yeah.
here for a couple of days now, and I've met quite a few people, all for the very first time here, and the connections are really strong when you sit down and you have a conversation with them, and yeah, I try and be as vulnerable as I can in this position, and I find it strengthens that connection immediately when I'm willing to open up and show someone who I truly am.
Yeah.
You know, I try not to hide in this space
Yeah.
when I'm meeting people. I just come as I am, and everyone I meet by doing that helps me on my journey. Everyone I meet helps strengthen that connection between the two of us and leads me on to another connection as well.
Yeah.
And it's I think it's a skill that a lot of us are struggling with. I definitely used to struggle with it.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was possible for me. And so breaking down that vulnerability then when we meet new people, what advice would you give to anyone that, you know, your people are walking in this door for the first time in the gallery, and you meet them in here and you talk about the artwork. How do you approach that? How do you start the conversation with them?
Oh, if I have to give them advice to meet new people, to start a conversation, I mean, I wouldn't go that deep at first.
Yes.
But if I had to go that deep at first, I would say your ego isn't you. Totally. It will always be a part of you. It will always be there. But he don't have to control you. Yeah, because ego is like the starting point of fear, envy, sometimes joy also. It's the starting point of a lot of emotions we feel.
Yes.
And when you have like some recall about it, you have some recall about your emotion, and it's easier to be vulnerable in a way. Because, I mean, egos is like these things in our head that is that try to control us sometimes. He do it sometimes,
Yes.
but it's okay. I mean, we all have one, and he want the best for himself.
Yes.
But I mean, we can control it, and
Yes, and
see that.
I have this theory and this idea that maybe the ego is your friend, not your master.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, and so when I used to try meditation and yoga and things like that years ago, I was often told, get rid of the ego, make it disappear, eliminate the ego. However, that didn't work for me, trying to get rid of the ego. But what has worked for me is recognizing the ego when it comes in and listening and observing, but not doing just what it says, not letting the ego take control, but having curiosity with the ego.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I agree with you. You know, you said it better in a way.
No.
No, because I like. He's not our master, and yeah, we have to make him a friend. I like the idea. I like the idea.
Yes.
I like. You said it that way. Yeah, that's it.
Yes, and I think that's helped me with my creativity. It's no anyone that looks at my podcast must know I have an ego because I call it the Martin Talk Show.
Okay.
And how can you do that without an ego? How can you interact with people without the ego? How can you make new friends, new connections?
Yeah.
How can you? Someone said to me recently, how can you shine without the ego?
I agree. I agree. And we are. I mean, for the two of us minimum, we are happy that he's here, and we are happy to use him to shine sometimes. Yeah, but we have to use it for the good reason.
Yes.
In fact, I agree.
And what's your good reason then? What's your good reason? You help a lot of people with your work. You create events. You support artists. Why do you do so much for others in your work?
So much for artists.
For artists, yes.
Oh, I mean, one of the beautifulest things with art, and I've seen it mostly in music because I've seen mostly music, you know.
Yeah.
I've heard, I'm working in it, but it's connecting people that haven't ever met, that have maybe no connection at first sight, and they are at this concert, you know, and listen to this happy or sad song, and they feel like kind of maybe the same emotion, but at least they feel emotion together, and it creates connection between people that had no relation before. I think that's so crazy beautiful, and this is it has been all times, for all the times of men and women, but you know, this is the most important mission of artists. I think, is to connecting people, first with their souls, and second with others. And that's why I'm doing it. I mean, there's a lot of personal, maybe egocentric reason I'm doing it as well, but mostly the most important mission in it is connecting people with their souls and connecting people with others. Yeah.
What an important mission to be on. And I wonder as well, you mentioned to me earlier that your friends know you as Sparrow.
Yeah.
And we talked about Captain Jack Sparrow. And I wonder the inspiration of a character like that, what impact that has had on you.
Wow, several. The want to travel, of course, see the world, being able to change of country, change of culture, and like still be happy and myself in it. I don't know, travel, yeah. Yes. He have like this, you know, movement, like kind of drunk movement in a way. So but also a little feminine. And I think like impersonate that character sometimes help me to accept my feminine part. And I love it, really. And I mean, I drink rum all the time, and I love rum, and I love to party sometimes, you know. So I know I kind of like this character.
But that's a really powerful thing to recognize. You meant the feminine side within us.
Yeah.
That there is a powerful voice in the world at the moment pushing the masculine agenda. There is this, you know, particularly on a younger generation, particularly through social media, through, you know, it seems to be a lot linked to the financial aspects of promising a greater life by being a hardline masculine. But femininity, if I've pronounced that correctly, is so important for a man to have, to embody. What does that mean to you?
I mean, feminine and masculinity is like two words that describes really a thing that is much more complicated. Yes and no, or man, woman. You know, we all have like a large panel of thing we feel, and we have like different hormones. We have a lot of hormones and the different percentage of it in us. Okay, I don't know if I explain myself well.
No, very well.
And furthermore, we have different level of hormones during our life, during our days, and all. And we must understand that all of the people are working differently. And there is, like, I mean, nature haven't given us clear rules about it, you know.
Yeah.
So you do whatever the fuck you want with yourself. So and you don't have to follow like ideology about how you have to be a human being, you know.
Yes.
I mean,
I often wonder, where did those ideologies, where did those rules come from?
Come from us, from
Yes.
society that are building.
And does it mean that those rules and that society is right?
I mean, I want to say that everything can be put on the table in questions. Every ideas, everything, basically. Maybe some scientists who will have nuance to a part of this statement, but I think like that, you know. About all the things, every rules, every idea, you have to question it. You have and you can find your own truth in it. I mean.
Yes. So, Sparrow, tell me a little bit about what I'm really curious with you is knowing a little bit about your hopes and dreams for the future. What do you hope to do next?
I don't know. I mean, I want life to keep giving me completely random projects and things that are in connection with myself. I mean, I am at the beginning of a journey. I feel it. So I will just follow the flow, you know. But as we were talking before, as long as I am in alignment with my values and I have like healthy relation with people around me, I think things will go really well. But I promise I can't tell you what will happen to me in the future. And I mean, we don't care.
Well,
I'm here now, you know.
Yeah, it sounds to me like you have an adventure awaiting for you if you keep following this path.
Yeah. I'm living in it. Yeah, I try to. It's difficult not to think about the past and the future, but I try to follow these things to, like, the most important things is the present, and how life is basically the present. Future don't exist, and past is past. You know.
Yes.
So I try to stick to that.
Yes.
And I mean, it's going great for now. So
Wonderful. That's a great philosophy, and that thing about the present brings me full circle with this conversation back to the connection thing. That I feel the present so much when I'm connecting with someone else.
Yeah.
When we're having a moment like this, when we're having a conversation on purpose, the connection is so strong that it makes the present
Really strong as well.
really strong as well. It makes it very heavy right now.
Yeah.
And so I look for these all the time. This is why I do so many of these every day.
I see.
You know, yesterday I did 6 of these podcasts, but then I'm also having these big conversations with people outside of the podcast as well now, because I love living in the moment, and the conversations, the connections bring me there.
Must be crazy to do what you do. I must.
Yes, it's an adventure.
Yeah,
I love it. It's changed my life, and I'm really grateful for being here right now.
Yeah.
It makes this, like you say, this moment is all that matters. This is when I'm with someone. This is the world. When I'm with Sparrow right now, this is the world.
Beautiful.
Yes.
So, when did you start your project? I mean, it was a long time ago, or?
Well, so 30 months.
30 months?
2.5 years.
Pretty new in a way.
You know, it doesn't feel like, it feels like a lifetime, because so much has happened. Like very much like yourself. Once I found my home, once I found what I was doing, and I felt comfortable, then things started to unfold for me.
Okay.
And I haven't always felt comfortable in this pursuit. There have been moments where I felt unsure of myself, or nervous, or a lot of self-doubt creeping in throughout this. But overall, it's been very exciting, and it's brought, you know, I've come from London, I've come from Essex to Cannes. This is my second time of coming to Cannes in the time that I've been doing the podcast. Last time I come here, it wasn't quite as successful as this time.
Okay.
I made a lot of mistakes last time I came here. I was trying to get to talk to the big names, the big celebrities, and I was just being pushed away.
No,
you know.
not so.
well, do you know? I realise that's not my job. That's not what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
Whilst I would love to talk to John Travolta, you know, in Cannes, that would be a dream for me, something personal. But that comes back to my ego. It's my ego that wants to talk to John Travolta.
Yeah.
So it's my ego that makes me muck up and make mistakes. My job is to talk to people like you. My job is to talk to real people in the world that are making a difference, that want to make a change. And it can be you here in a gallery, or it can be someone sitting on a park bench. It doesn't have to be the big, mega movie star.
I agree.
Yes.
So you come from London. May I ask?
Yes.
May I ask where you worked before?
So my background is in theatre and acting.
Okay.
So I struggled for a long time. I've always loved film. I've always loved theatre, and I from a young age I had dreams of being in the movies.
Okay.
And I tried to pursue that career, and in the early days it was quite fun. There was little moments teasing me of success.
Yeah. Okay.
And I had children at quite a young age, and so whilst I was trying to pursue the dream, I was also trying to do financially stable jobs to look after my family.
Of course.
But none of it worked out.
Okay.
None of it was easy. I was hitting my head against a brick wall every day, until I came to the realization that I was always asking to be part of other people's things. I was always looking to be part of someone else's adventure.
That's an ego thing as well. I mean, that's
that's the ego. It was like, oh, they're having a good time. Can I join?
Yeah, that's it.
And I came to this idea that it was like I was a child asking to play with others, and you know when you go into a playground and you say, "Can I play football with you?" and they say no.
Yeah.
Every playground I was going into was saying no.
Okay.
And so I decided to create my own playground
Beautiful.
and invite others in.
And it works really well now.
And it's amazing. I'm loving this
Well,
playground, and yeah, and you're welcome. And I look forward to seeing who the next person is that comes along. And my playground is an open one. You know, my playground. Whilst I know that feeling of being rejected, that I don't wish to do that for others now. And I have to, you know, I guess as I move forward in this journey, I have to remind myself of that, you know, constantly. That even when I arrived back here this time, I had this idea that maybe I'll go straight into the big
Oh, yeah.
centre
Okay.
and try the red carpet. But then I took a moment and went, no, that's not what this is about.
I
This
agree.
is, you know, so even making the mistake once, you can still fall back into it. But it took me a day to go, no, just start connecting with people as I do at home,
Yeah.
as I've done through these 500 episodes. It's worked well for me. It's given me a good life, and I believe it will continue to give me a good life. And
I'm sure of
I
it.
look forward to what's next.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sure of it.
I,
I'm sure of
I
it.
appreciate that. Thank you so much. Well, I appreciate you sharing today. I appreciate you for welcoming me into the gallery that you're looking after.
I was so happy to do it.
Yes.
I mean, I've learned so much this last year. I I am really glad I can tell it to people, and maybe they will find it inspiring or anything. And I'm really glad I could do it. Like,
Yes.
yeah, for real.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Well, I have one question that I ask of everyone, Sparrow. One question that I've discovered is a human question, that no matter whether you're the person that looks after a gallery, runs events, or the mega movie star, it's still relevant to all of us. And so my question for you, Sparrow, is how would you make this a better world?
Huh. Wow. I've thought so many times about it, and I mean, I think I don't have a universal answer because people around the world are so different, and they want to live in so different ways. And yeah, I would say maybe, yeah, I would say I would ask every people as much as they can to have a real deep talk with their two parents and share love with them. I think that would heal a lot of things. To create or recreate really deep feelings with parents.
Yes.
A lot of people have, but I mean, a lot of issues we have in life come from our childhood, and a lot of issues we had in our childhood is connected to our parents. And after that, if you don't work on it, you repeat like mistake of your parents or trauma you had. And yeah, relation to our parents is really important. It would not heal the world, but instantly, but it will make things a lot better, I think.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Our childhood is our foundation.
Yeah.
It's what we base everything on. The rest, you know, we're a child for a very short period of our life, but it's what we base every decision on after that. And our parents are keys to that. They made that foundation.
Yeah.
They laid the cement.
Yeah.
You know, and so maybe they made a few mistakes there. Maybe not everything. Definitely.
Definitely, yeah.
I'm a parent. I have made so many mistakes as a parent. I had no idea what I was doing. There's no manual.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
You know, you get the child, you get the baby, and then and then your world changes, and you make choices. And I would say that I tried to make choices with my children first, but not always.
Yeah.
Because we're human.
Yeah, of course.
You know, so even with the intent that I would say, yes, my children come first. Often my ego would kick in, or often I would feel upset about something, or things weren't working out, or or I just simply got things wrong.
Yeah.
And as a parent, I say that your response to changing the world is also, it works the other way round. You're getting me thinking now that maybe I need to talk to my children.
Always.
You know.
Always and a lot.
Yes,
I
yes,
promise,
and
yeah.
I do talk to my children, and I feel and hope we have a good relationship. But I don't feel like I've ever had a moment where I said to them, "Sorry for the mistakes."
Oh, okay.
You
Yeah,
know,
it's important too. Very important, I think. How old are they?
17 and 21.
17 and 21?
Yeah, so they're young adults now
This
coming
is the
out.
moment
This is
to have deep talk.
This is the moment. Yeah, whether
It's always a moment.
also as well, the question is, you know, I'd like to think that maybe it comes from the adult. It comes from my responsibility to engage with my children, but they don't always want to engage
Yeah,
at
of
that
course.
age. You know, they don't. A deep talk is something that they may fear. So from my perspective and your perspective, have you any idea from how I, as a parent, may try and approach that deep conversation of saying, I made some mistakes?
Mm, I could depend of the character of the child, of course. But maybe it's my thing, but I don't think there is like good ways to do it. I mean, just do it. You know?
Just do it.
To approach. I mean, yeah.
I guess
You know your child. I mean, but I wouldn't put too much thinking in it. I mean, life can be short, so you know.
take the opportunity.
Yeah.
And don't overthink it. Don't plan a script.
Yeah.
And see where the conversation leads. And if it goes too deep for your child or for your parents, you can always leave the conversation or put a pin in it or put a pause in it.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. But when you have this feeling that in each way the connection is made and that the two of us want to be in the same frequencies at a moment, if the feeling is here, the word don't really are not the more important thing. The look, the feeling is here, so that's perfect. The child will feel he is secure to speak, to evolve with his parents. Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, this has been a really important and impactful conversation, Sparrow. I truly appreciate you sharing. And so, where can we find you if we want to find out more about the work that you do with events, with supporting artists? How can we find you personally?
Oh wait, it's I'm an Instagrammer, so you will find me on Instagram. I don't have a website yet. Maybe one day.
Yes.
Instagram is well for now. And you will find me in Paris and probably in some really other places.
And for now, at this part of your adventure, we're currently in the MO11 gallery. Who again, the gratitude goes out, and thank you for bringing us in.
Yeah, and thank you, Gabriella.
Wonderful.
For these adventures. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Gabriella.
Yeah.
And if anyone has been watching or listening, we appreciate you for joining us for this conversation. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Goodbye.
I have this last sentence, like an epitaph I wanted to share with you.
Of course.
Okay, I've learned it yesterday.
Okay.
From a friend. She told me it, and I think I want to do a tattoo about it because it's so perfect. And I encourage you to follow this, at least a little, for your curiosity and for the sake of you. Okay, the saying is, Jack of all trades, master of none, but still better than a master of one.
Love it.
You knew it?
I know it, yes, I know it well.
I love this one.
Because often that phrase is misused.
Oh yeah?
Often in the UK, it's just said, a jack of all trades. And that's often a derogatory term.
I don't understand why.
Well, because it's often, if you're wearing many hats, it's in the United Kingdom, we often say to someone, if you're doing too many jobs, you're not doing it well.
Oh.
You're doing a bad job. if you do too many. But I think within creativity, I think that is hugely important. And it's hugely important to finish the sentence.
Yeah.
Yes. A jack of all trades is a master of none. But better, help me finish it here,
That's a master of one.
than a master of one.
Perfect, isn't it? Yeah.
So we need to finish the full sentence and realize it's okay to wear many hats. It's okay to try many different things. And I feel within that as well, that helps us discover who we are.
I agree.
Yes. Thanks again, Sparrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Martin.
And yes, thanks again. This
you
time, bye-bye.